Start our post-race media availability for the Exalta presents the Pocono 400 here in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. And we're joined by today's runner-up driver, Kevin Harvick, of the number 4 Busch Beer Ford for Stewart-Haas Racing. Kevin, wild finish there. A lot of excitement there in those closing laps. A lot of excitement for you in the course of this race. Would you please walk us through the end of this race from your perspective?
Yeah, the guys did a great job. Really proud of the engine shop. I don't know how the engine didn't blow up with a third to second shift. So obviously the durability is good enough in the engines to do that. But we had a really fast car. Seemed like the caution came out there at the end of that second stage, and then we got back behind. I think we were 23rd when we restarted, and then got back up towards the front and had another caution and got almost all the way back to the front. But I had a tough time driving in the corner all day. We never could stop like we needed to all weekend, and so you just had to be really careful with the brakes. If I'd overdrive it for a lap or two, the pedal would start going way down, and then I was really at a deficit. So I had to be very aware of where I let off every lap, and 21 could charge the corner a little bit harder than I could, and my best bet, the way I passed people all day, was just waiting for him to slip up off the bottom, and he never slipped up off the bottom, so just didn't have enough laps to finish that last pass off, and Ryan did a good job of not slipping a wheel, and with the amount of laps that he had left, and was able to hold on.
Okay, we'll open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand. We'll get our wireless mic to you. We'll start with Skip, and we'll go over here.
Skip Clayton, WBCB. Kevin, is this track maybe the toughest you drive on for brakes and everything?
Honestly, we don't use a lot of brake. So it's funny because the teams all hear that, and then they come with the smallest brakes that you can put on the car. Pretty much everybody. So it's a balance between having big enough brakes because they don't want to carry the weight, and having the stopping power that you need to get in the corner. So we'll definitely do something different. Obviously, with this aero package, it's a lot different with the way that the cars slow down and how much drag they have on the cars. They don't slow down like they used to, and they have more speed going down the straightaways.
Go next to Kyle, and then to Zach.
Kyle Knight of the Times Leader. Kevin, you talked about the corners and the speed and everything, but where were your strong points today on the track? Trying to run Ryan down there in the end.
Yeah, we ran him down. Just never could charge the corner hard enough to get to his bumper. That was our only weakness. I mean, we had him where we had the car where we needed it, pretty much in every corner. Just couldn't charge any of the corners like I needed to with the stopping power that I had. So just really had to manage that. But everywhere else, I mean, the car handled flawlessly all day, and didn't really make any adjustments on it other than a little bit of error here and there.
Zach Sterniolo with the Pocono Record. Kevin, obviously you want to win it as often as you possibly can, but if you can't, coming second to Blaney here, getting his first win, how special do you feel like that is for him, and you and him battling there at the end, 2 Fords going head to head for the win here? Yeah,
these young guys winning is important for our sport. Obviously, as our team, we want to win, but these young guys have to get into victory lane to get these fans that don't like me and Kyle and the rest of the guys, that fan base that's available and new. The younger crowd has to win, and today Ryan was able to do that. So not only is it good for him, but it's good for the whole sport.
Okay. Do we have any questions from the press box? Okay, we'll come back down here to Kyle.
Something I wanted to ask both of you guys. What did you think of the broadcast yesterday? Kevin, you being up doing play-by-play, and then Eric, you being on the road.
I've been all but sick all week, worried about it. I wish everybody knew how hard it is to do Adam's and Mike Joy's job. I didn't do very well at it, but it took a while for me to get used to having people talking in my head while I was talking. So the flow of it was a little bit rough in the beginning, but I felt like as we all got comfortable and got going, it was fun, and it's great to step outside the box and challenge yourself to do other things. And I thought after the first 2 segments it went really good, and I think everybody got comfortable with it and had a lot of fun.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, it was tough at first. like Kevin said, just the flow. I think came down for pit stops first time, and I thought producer was telling me to stand by, and I was just standing there not saying anything, and they were open mic on me. So it just took time, and once we got the flow, it's kind of hard to throw it to people and hand it off. So once we got that figured out, it was fun. I mean, in general, I had a good time doing it. It was something different. Never really done any TV broadcast before, so it was a cool experience.
Well, we are now joined here by Eric Jones, broadcaster and driver of the number 77 GameStop Toyota for Furniture Row Racing, who came home a career best third place in today's Exalta Presents the Pocono 400. Eric, just walk through the race from your perspective and what it's like to finally reach this pinnacle.
Well, it was I wasn't really too sure about our car. I thought we were decent in practice. Thought maybe we had a 6th or 7th place car, and as the day went on, we kind of chose a different strategy than most and really ran long in the first segment. Just kind of tried to minimize our time on pit road, and it played out really well all day. We needed a lot of green flag runs, and we definitely got that today. We got plenty of green flag runs, so it worked out really good. The late caution, I kind of thought that was going to throw a kink in our day, so I was pretty content with where we were running. So came in luckily. 2 tires worked out just fine for us. We were able to get clear up into third and kind of hang on there for the rest of the race. So, it's great to run there, and it feels really good to get a top 5. But, man, when you're that close and you're seeing them battle for the win and you're right there trying to pounce and make a move, it definitely makes you eager to go up there and try to get it. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come. Hopefully we can keep running well and keep getting in contention for more.
Okay, we'll keep going downstairs. We'll go back to Kyle.
Didn't mean to jump the gun there, but Eric, Kyle Magda from the Times Leader, can you just talk about your race today? How much success that you've had here, so close to winning, and then finally putting together a strong finish today and trying to run those guys down in the final laps?
Yeah, just it felt really good to put a whole race together. I think this is kind of the first race. I think we probably had a 5th or 6th place car, but this is the first race where we finished better than what our car was all year long, and that's a relief. It's frustrating when you don't get those breaks every once in a while, and we definitely haven't got any this year. So it just feels good to, run up there and get a good finish, kind of get some momentum going, get everybody's confidence high, and, hopefully this is something good to build on for the rest of the year.
Go next to Nate.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports 2 for you, Eric. First, lots of guys had brake problems today. Did you have any problems? Do you have any theory on why some of you guys had problems?
I didn't. I started getting a little bit squishy pedal. I don't know, maybe right at the beginning of the second segment, and really kind of tried to nurse them the rest of the day up until about 15 to go. I think it's a lot due to the low downforce. We're really using a lot of brake. Even with the shifting, that helps slow you down, but there's no blade on the cars to slow them down, so it's just relying all on either the brakes or the drivetrain, so it's just really hard on it.
And then secondly, Kevin was talking about how it was good to have Ryan win because it means that all the people who don't like him can root for somebody else. Do you feel pressure like that as well now that there's so much talk about Ryan and Chase Elliott and you? When another one of those guys wins in your class, does that make you feel like you want to be up where Ryan Blaney is today?
Well, I think all 3 of us wanted to be the first one to do it, and so Ryan took that crown from us, but. Hopefully that's great. I mean, it is great for the sport. Honestly, I'm usually not very happy to see other people win, but I was happy to see Ryan win. It was really cool for him, and just really cool to see him get to win. I know how excited he probably is right now, and it really makes the other young guys, me, Chase, Daniel, all feel like we do have a shot to go up and do it. So feel like we took a big leap in that direction of getting closer to being able to do it today. And I think once you kind of get up there and run in that position, hopefully it comes a little bit easier as time goes on.
Do we have additional questions for Eric Jones? Well, Eric, congratulations on the run today. Good luck next week in your home state of Michigan.
All right, thank you.